it's got the Blue Comet coming towards Earth, so it's got science, it has romance, it has comedy, it has quirky characters, it has a loving family at the core, which is always nice.
The Blue Comet takes place in the home of Nicholas Beedale and his sister and his children, and the Beedales face three big crises. First, their expenses exceed their income. Second, there's a comet coming to destroy the Earth. And third, their long-lost Australian cousin is coming to visit. And it's unclear which one's gonna do in the family first.
Well, I play Jane, who is kind of I am the sister of the master of the house, Nicholas, who has three children that live there, and I live there too. I am sort of hiding my real feelings about the comet for a lot of the play, and I also have very mixed feelings about our guest. Sometimes he amuses me, sometimes he makes me really furious, and sometimes I just pretend to really just not notice what he's doing, because he is kind of a force of nature, and I'm just trying to deal with that, and also having to deal with the comet at the same time. I'm just trying to keep my cool for the most part. I learned about we did a public reading a couple of years ago, and I played Jane, which is the same character I'm playing now. And Jason had asked me to do it, and I love science fiction, so I'm not going to say no to science fiction. And I thought it seemed interesting. Every seat was filled, and there was a lot of laughter, so that was very encouraging, and it went over very well. And I remember thinking that day, and we did get very good audience reaction. I remember thinking, this would be great if we could do this for real, as a real stage play. And then here we are doing it. I'm very glad.
When we had the opportunity to join the Bartell as a resident company, along with that came the responsibility of programming the first season and the first show. And I realized that I never would get another chance to make that first impression. And I wanted to show not just what Madison Shakespeare Company can do, but also what we've learned over the past 12 years about classic theater, and that it is more than just Shakespeare. Shakespeare will always be the central focus of what we do, but in doing stage readings and then productions by other authors, Shakespeare's as we call them, we've been able to push past just doing Shakespeare, and in discovering these other really interesting but lesser known works from the 18th, 19th, and early 20th century, and seeing that there are ways that those apply to the same discipline and expression and fun that we bring to the classic Shakespeare. So I looked at what we had explored over the past 5 years through Falcon Bridge Players, and like Gina has mentioned, the Blue Comet was something that got really good reactions. It was something that grew as we worked with it, and I saw that there could be more still to explore. So by launching our residency at the Bartell with something that to me is classic theater but is not what you would expect from something that calls itself Madison Shakespeare Company, I was hoping to land with a bit more of a bang than saying, hi, we're at the Bartell Theater, now here's Romeo and Juliet, which is fine, but it isn't who we are. It's an American premiere, 98 years in the making, and I hope you don't miss it.
There you go.